In a classic episode of Antiques Roadshow, expert Geoffrey Munn spoke to one guest, who brought a Fabergé sculpture of a pear blossom that belonged to the Worcestershire Army Regiment. However, the guest was left gobsmacked when the BBC presenter told him how much the item could fetch if it was sold at auction. Explaining where the item came from and when the regiment was formed, the guest began, "It was formed in 1794 to protect the shores against a Napoleonic invasion. It was agreed that the regiment should serve only within the United Kingdom. However, in 1899 when the Boer War was going badly, it was decided that some of the regiment, as volunteers, would be mobilized. When they left the shores, the Countess of Dudley, whose husband, the Earl of Dudley, was a member of the regiment, he was second in command, she presented each and every soldier that went out with a sprig of pear blossom, worked in silk that they were to wear in their hat, as a reminder of the county that they had left, the pear blossom emblem of Worcestershire. When they returned in 1903, she presented this sprig of pear blossom manufactured by Fabergé. It's a lovely piece." "It certainly is a lovely piece," the expert beamed before adding, "this looks for all the world like a glass vase, and Terry's a stratagem here that it's filled with water, and this is the meniscus at the top of the water. It's a solid block of what is apparently glass, but it's certainly not, it's stone. It's rock crystal, it's icy cold even on this hot day, and it's immensely difficult to carve." Geoffrey went on to point out that the flower's stalk was made of gold, while the flowers were made of enamel and silver. He explained, "And then we have the original fitted box here, which is made of holly wood, literally the word of the holly tree from Siberia. And then, just to get the message across, you probably asked Fabergé to put a triumphal laurel here in green gold tied with a red and gold bow." He later added, "Here we have something that's sort of redolent of the distant past because it's a shrieking pitch of perfection and luxury, and it's an utterly breathtaking object." When asked what the item meant to the regiment, the guest said, "I think when it was presented by Lady Dudley, she did it to recognize the sacrifice of those soldiers that didn't come back from the war and those that were injured. I think it's a focal point almost for the younger soldiers. Soldiers such as me that are way past their sell-by date. From what has happened years ago, that we still on occasions look back to, but it's important that we also look forward." He went on to explain the Fabergé still comes out on dinner nights. Geoffrey was so taken aback by the item, he admitted, "It's making me breathless. I find Fabergé things on the Antiques Roadshow but nothing on this scale. And I can tell you that the size of the object, the sophistication of the object, the provenance of the object, brings it very, very close to two other flower studies in the United Kingdom which are in the royal collection." When putting a value on the towering masterpiece, Geoffrey said, "I'm going to tell you in my opinion that this is worth £1 million. Clearly gobsmacked, the guest gasped before replying, "I suppose to say, no, it's not for sale. It certainly isn't for sale." Antiques Roadshow is available to watch on BBC iPlayer.